Okay, crew, and we're in. Matt's done some magic. We've got a stream going. And I think we might update some match play, so ignore those for the second.
Sorry, I'm just getting
Not me throwing him under the bus there whatsoever. This. We are back, baby. Okay, we're on. 4-1. I guess we say fighter 2 in June for the 2025 Australian Women's Championship at BPAC. Thank you for joining us for class of 2025.
Okay. Players here for the Women's Championship B. The B Division finals have now been drawn as well.
If you want to join us for the Kong Off stream, I recommend you switch over from where on the Netherworld stream. You'll want to head to the BPAC stream just so that we can divide out those really great pinball from arcade comps in action. Lambo's also just announced that we are kicking off the B grade finals for the Australian women's. Another really great example of how large our cohort has gotten this year. Yeah, no problem. We've got a really wonderful vibe going at Marika for Friday night. All things go. Every room is full action right now. We've got AJ up coming from the sunny coast. We've got some bit of skillful nudge and straight into the scoop there to start a mode. June, of course, being Barrel of Fun's brand new one. Today has been the first time I've gotten to touch it. But it seems to be a bit of a... Ooh. not me cutting my mic. Good news, if you're here and it's a Friday night, now apparently is Meat Raffle. Feel free to come drop in and buy tickets and support our wonderful hosts, Maruka. Honestly, huge fan of the crew here. They've made some wonderful space for us, welcomed us into their hearts, and also their physical building and premises, and we're big fans. Rocket being Townsville based as well. Can we get more Aussie? No. Love a good community club here that refuses to be supported by, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say it on this stream, but it's not mine, the Pokies, and instead relying on their community. So Meat Raffles, of course, at the heart of everything. Friday night anywhere at a pub in Australia, you are going to find the best meat raffle of your life. Yeah, Dave, I'll go chuck that in for you. Not sure they'll travel safe back to Townsville. Nice close game over here on June. There's been a lot of points happening in the bonus, so that's going to be a great skill shot by Sierra there. This is one of those games where, even though I'm not familiar with the IP, having not read any of the books, not watched the movies, you can kind of tell it's still been really genuinely crafted with love in terms of that story, and picking out those pieces that they really think will kind of craft a narrative and a gaming experience that's really going to carry through with some good replayability. I look forward to hopefully getting to play it again over this weekend. I don't think my players of it really came up the best, but it seemed something fun to dig into.
Test 1 2 1 2.
We've got a switchable skill shot on this one. AJ seems to be assessing which one to go for there. Ooh, and just off the tip, but ball save still available. It's got some really beautiful fast feeds and back nice to the flippers. Unless you get a bit of a rough one like that, and it's going to be pretty hard to save without tilting out with our tight tilts dialed in for this tournament. Final ball on this one. They will be playing a round of 3 games. I'm going to look at Matt and see if we're going to follow this team of 4. Are we going to... Most likely. We're going to check if the crew are all fine with that as we go. There might be some opportunities to see the other team too, so... first ball lock to Rocket there. And that's ball 2 locked. We're seeing some good build. I think our stream is going to be saving a bit of the arcade stream, which again is happening. Well worth checking out after. You can't miss the women's finals. We've got that sandworm lit right above, or that ramp on the left.
Get up! Get up!
Oh, and the sandworm rises. I've seen it sink. And here comes that multi-ball for Rocket. Susie and Sierra have been absolutely smashing it. Not just today, honestly, but through the rest of the week. A certain kind of fear I feel if I pull either of them in a game. Just gonna. Group 1 has finished their first game, playing of Electra. Kim Piercy took the win on that. Emily Cosson with a second. Meg Hamilton with a third. And Kate Martin coming fourth on that one. And they're going to be headed to Timeline now. Big jump up by Rocket on that final ball, so she's up at 71 million now. And Susie up at the flip.
under because I've got a cam up there, and then I'll put that out and we'll find another table. Just while I'm doing nothing,
Matt working hard behind the scenes. Well, I'm going to check. Can any of you hear me? I had some mic problems before. Someone said. Should be fine. We've got Sierra up. Ah, sweet ass. Thanks, guys. We've got the B grade finals happening on Hot Hand next to me at the moment, with some avid crowd cheering along, which is always great to see. It's a really fun game. It's a little stressful, that's for sure. Oh. Okay. We've had a bit of problems with all the crew today, like playing through that Dune on that mode. Of just kind of working out. I think that's a bit of a hot hand success for you all. Matt's gonna zoom in for us on some point scores to see how that's gone. And 211,000 to 210,000 to get the win. That is what a chase. We're doing some checks on Dune at the moment, just from Sierra's game. We're going to jump back into that shortly. I'm just going to close off mic while we sort through that one, guys, and we'll let you know as soon as we can. Yes, so we were just checking on whether that was a machine or a play. Because it's a new game to most, it has taken a couple of people by surprise in terms of its playthrough. I believe the TDs have made their decision about it. And in this instance, potentially the button was pushed too late. Now, I haven't heard the official call, but that's what got passed as somebody walked past me. Okay, interesting, Brad. Having not seen it a lot, I know that I've seen it run true to form quite a few times today. We saw an excellent game with Emily, who got the second best overall time score, as we all watched on earlier in qualifying. So we'll just go with what the TD's call on this one is. On straight back down the centre. Oh, interesting, Brad. Yeah, I don't think that one is what happened here today. Okay, and following that, I think we're going to see it pop up on the screen, but I think we had a bit of a 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. We're just going to check.
Thank you, players that are here for Classics Finals. Classics Finals. especially those
Yeah,
that are
1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be Rocket in first, Susie second, Sierra third,
way down to
AJ with the fourth on that one.
where the Classics machines are going to do the performance briefing. So that is those of you who have qualified in 9th and 24th for the Classics Finals. We're going to start the briefing for that tournament ASAP. Thank you.
New games, new problems. That's what I would like to say about my entire day, Dave. But I think it comes down to, yeah, a lot of nice mix of that one. Now, Group 2 that we've just been watching is now going to jump over to Cosmic Princess, personal favourite of mine. True classic. Matt's going to go see if he can move it across before they get started. A bit of an update on Group 1 while they enter their scores is they finished out their first 2 of 3 games. We're nice and locked up, actually. We've got Kim Piercy and Emily Cosson each on 8 points. Meg Hamilton and Kate Martin each on 3. So it's all going to come down to, I would like to say of all choices, break shot. Feel like it's going to be one of those games that people love or hate and kind of get to see it play out. We are playing on a 5-3-2-1 scoring for these finals. We also played it for qualifying. I had some good luck with break shot earlier. I can't say the same for yesterday. So definitely it's one of those, the game giveth, the game taketh away. And Matt's going to try and get this rig in play for us. We'll watch the top of his head. While we're doing a bit of a move and a setup, I'm just going to jump into my own screen, check what's happening in B grade, where we have top 8 duking it out. Group 1, we've got Georgina Benga, Justine Cattle, Ree Coolican, and Ashley Dixon, who've just finished up their game of Hot Hand, where Ashley beat Ree by a cool 1,000 points in a 200,000 plus point game. Big money on that particular one. Meanwhile, we've got Emily Jane Smith, Kerry McAloney, Lita Neptune, and Kat Pingham, who've just finished up on Roadshow. Current leads for that is Emily Jane Smith, followed by Kerry. And they had also queued up Cosmic Princess. So potentially we might see a bit of a change because of that. I think we might have jumped over to King Kong by the looks for the B grade? I'm just going to double check my stuff there. On King Kong, though, we've got Georgina, Justine, Ree, and Ashley. So this is this game that's following on from behind Hot Hand for that B grade finals. Yeah, Dave. Kong is fun. I can't say I've played it long enough. Ash is absolutely killing it. I got to see her play it once in qualifying too to take the win earlier. So this is definitely a great pick for her. I believe was her pick. Not quite sure. Just a little update in terms of that finals for that A grade game we just watched. They are moving to Cosmic Princess soon. B grade final girls had also moved to it first, so they're just finishing out their game as we kind of go. Oh, had she? Yeah. Just got that in just in time before the drain. Yeah, Rossrodo has got real good magical transformation energy in that Translite and box. Definitely one of my favorite of the classics, I would say. It's probably one of the first ones that made me really fall in love with classics pinball. So it's always great when I get to go to a comp and get to see it in play and see people duke it out. Ow. Now, I believe, and I may be wrong on this, having only gotten to play it once so far, that people were mentioning that that upper left flipper has a bit of a timeout on it too. So whilst it seems like a safe catch, you don't have much rest time. But you've seen Ash kind of managing that timing pretty well so far. And with that bonus, that's going to carry through to 88 million. Absolutely phenomenal ball too. Crowd definitely thinks so all around me. Ash is one of those players I've never actually got to see play before. So it's been absolutely brilliant meeting him, seeing him smash it out of the park. And that is, we can say rough. Like, I think that presents well our dichotomy of a modern Stern, especially in tight, hard tournament mode that ends up being wound in. Comes in fast from that, like, in-lane roll in too. And we're bouncing back to Coolican. All around legend. Keeps us here. Works so hard behind the scenes. Makes us all smile every day of it. Watching the beauty of, like, players play this so well has got me ready to chase down Jason Lynch and make sure we're getting King Kong to Townsville sometime soon, just so I can get my hands on it a bit more. I've gone through that gong. Excellent news, Dave. I'm sure you've got our back if Jason doesn't. It's so good to get to have it here, though, for BMAC. Okay. Refinishing ball 3 on 38 mil. Oh, we're having our room camera move over towards Cosmic Princess ahead of A finals. We've got 2 more players. We've got Justine up to the ball bat now. And then we're going to have Georgina. And hopefully we'll be able to get that main game on stream shortly. I'll follow up with Matt. Group 1 from our quarterfinals of the A grade have finished their matches now. Emily Cosson took 13 points, Kim Piercy 9, Meg Hamilton 6, and Kate Martin 5 points for that one. So that'll be the order of their group. And Group 2's just headed up now, I believe, for Cosmic Princess for their second game. On our camera to the left at the moment, we can see Grand Lizard playing it out. Absolutely beautifully presented game. My first time playing it today. Got to play it 2 games. It plays like a dream. It's gorgeous. From the lights to the playfield to the thing, it feels just like a really special experience to get to play through. And that's going to move our main cam over to Godzilla 70th anniversary edition to follow that Group 1 of B grade finals. I think this is mostly us following, make sure we're not disturbing any games in play, and instead having the rig there from the beginning. We've got 2 Godzillas in the house as part of this, in the same room, in the koala room down here. We've got this 70th anniversary edition that we get to see here with the beautiful black and white grayscale kind of artwork. And we also have a premium in the same room. I have successfully personally pulled the premium 6 times in 2 days. And the 70th edition 0 times. So both really beautiful games. It's funny sometimes seeing the playfields and how much of a different feel they have just for that color grade playfeel applied to them. Oh, absolute congrats to Lita. Amazing. I pulled Lita in the final round of qualifying. They smashed it. 100% on Electra. Like, I'm talking 544,000 to my maybe 26,000. Absolutely amazing player that I've been so glad to see last year and then return again this year for the tourney. She's wild. She's great.
The one part of the camera I can't turn.
The cameras here that Matt's been running are like on these great gimbals. But there's always one direction you can't turn a camera on a gimbal to, and it's always the one he's after. So he's going to try and fix that one up for us now. I think he's trying to line up some overhead action for us over that Cosmic Princess game for the A grade finals. We got Rocket playing on Cosmic at the moment, as I'll see her hit a switch and I'll declare which player. Player 3, she's sitting on about 45,000. Ball 3 by the looks, so as we always say, now's the time for some big moves, ball 3. It's nice close games happening in that group 2 of the A grade finals. Following Cosmic Princess, we've got ties for overall first for 7 points for Rocket and Sierra, and 4 points each for Susie and AJ. And they're headed into an Aerosmith for their final of their 3-game bank. There's been some beautiful, beautiful tight games across these, across both A grade and B grade. Oh, hi Nat, you do know that voice. For those tuning in, hi, I'm Amelia. I'm usually based up in Townsville, and I'm currently taking control of our stream for our 2025 BPAC Australian Women's Championship. At the moment, our main cam is on Ash playing out a Godzilla 70th anniversary game in the B grade finals for round 1. And we've got a great over-the-shoulder view of Cat Pingham on Grand Lizard, also from B grade from our second group. Hi, Pinball M's. I'm going to check who you are because I don't think I recognize the username. Also, no face on stream for this. How delightful for me. Bit of a different one. Emma, I was just thinking it was strange we hadn't seen you this year. I'm sorry you couldn't make it for it. And hopefully I'll see you again sometime soon in person. Brilliant. Yes, if there's never a better time to get a good captive pinball social audience than during a Brisbane Masters. I think we've got well above 200 entrants for this year, so absolute kind of rockstar packed BPAC class of 2025. 62 in the women's comp, our largest ever. I believe Masters will also be our biggest ever. We'd love to see everyone here or tuning into the stream. And again, just to socialise, there's some great food trucks running. Maruka Bowls Club, of course, absolutely phenomenal venue for us all. And there's the attempted to catch that goes to that out lane, which Godzilla can be so well known for, at least in this room, with that bounce. Matt's going to try and tune us in with some more Aerosmith. I believe Georgina's playing her final ball. He might catch that as he walks past. Oh, we've got Rocket up on deck on Aerosmith. Oh, some good flow from Georgina here. But that ball save is still lit. It's a great time to drain. Yeah, biggest turnout ever for a women's tournament in Australia as a whole. So not even just for our BPAC. Did a quick check of our stats. Last year was turnout of 39 players. This year that jumped to 62. Huge movement and really just amazing to see so many fresh female and non-binary players come and join us from across both Australia and from across the ditch. A lot of great New Zealand players joining us for this one, and sometimes our honorary Australians and New Zealanders too. Matt's going to do some zoom-ins on our screen for this Aerosmith.
This has got the terrible display on it, they can't see.
Ew. Well, we can see some fun colours. Maybe... Yeah, check with the players. Check with the players if they're happy for mid-game. Yeah, Nat, we hope to see you too. I always say Friday tourneys are my favourite one of the calendar year. And with that, both our B grade 2 groups of finals have done their wrap for their round. We'll see what they pull next. This year being the first year that our BPAC Women's Championship has had a B grade finals. I've got to say the quality has been exceptional. Because we're mid-game, we might end up seeing our rig just kind of sit a bit behind and wait for the pickup. That's just going to be at players' discretion, how they feel about that one. I'm not sure if you guys are going to keep being able to hear me. We have had an absolute torrential downpour, and I'm from the tropics, so I'm saying something here. Our bowling green is apparently filling up at a pace, and I think we're working hard to make sure our outside pinnies and arcades are okay. Yeah. I'd run fast. They're going to have to move those pinball. This is the live weather cam from Matthew Broderick in the background. Sierra locked in, playing it all the way through. This is set on quick, by the way. Hi from the booth. Yeah, honestly, now more than ever, shout out to Jimmy Nails and the crew. They've run out. There's, of course, a whole bunch of pinball machines out there. We've got some marquees out there. We've got the food trucks, the community and the like as well. I think we're all going to come bunker down a little bit, maybe, from the weather. Real great work from Sierra on that sweet emotion there. Yeah, save the machines is right. I'm waiting to see if anyone grabs me to help out, to be honest. That was... Yeah, Matt. I'm safely inside, Nat. I think Matt's going to walk out that little wireless camera and just kind of check out how the machines are doing. I know that we had some tents over them all outside, but we're just going to check on their welfare maybe. Ball one locked on that elevator multi-ball for AJ. Up that top's pretty great. Okay, lit that upper playfield. Oh, unfortunately, didn't get it in that drop down for the toy multi-box and had quite a punishing drain off that ramp. Multiple forms of streaming, yes. In play. I'm not particularly strong, Nat, as you may remember. And I think we might leave that one to the experts unless we get real desperate. Oh, just off that tippy tip of that left flipper. Yep, we're following it up with some good thunder now. Is free play still happening? So, despite how dark it looks outside, we are still expecting to have Free Play Friday. Free Play Friday was expected to be inside. I don't think our free play on the lawn will be happening, though.
We're getting a canoe, so everything will be fine.
You didn't hear that, Matt suggesting we get a canoe, we ferry people over. So first in, best dressed, or volunteer yourself for gondola duties for
The piggybacks.
future BPAC passes, potentially. Rocket playing through Sweetimation also, definitely my favourite or / go-to Aerosmith mode on that one. And drop down in that lock for Toy. And out that left out lane. Somerville, I think, loud enough to hear on the stream with his comments about how close that one was. As you can see him in the background. And we got Sierra up. Nice pass there to her other flipper. And up for the shot for Elevator. Oh, and a good save, honestly, of that dangerous drain. Pass over. She's definitely got her strat locked in. Oh, it really did look like that was going to be a safe save on that one. And that is close. We're looking at what? A 48,000? I'm real bad at math on the spot, apparently. That is phenomenally close between Rocket and Sierra on that last one. They're going to chuck our scores in for us now. 41,000 point difference in a 12 million point game. That is what it is coming down to in so many of these with such closely matched competitors in the field. Okay, we're going to see what's... So that finishes out our quarterfinals for A grade. I think we're going to see them pull those to a close. That's going to be our A-grade finals that you guys can jump into if you're not following along just yet. And we're going to jump into semi-finals. I believe they've chosen their games, so you might want to... Matt's going to go maybe chase down one of our groupings. We're pulling in our players who... got their bye that first round. Players were unfortunately saying farewell to after that quarterfinals for A grade is Susie, Meg, AJ, and Kate. They've all played absolutely amazing.
Find a spot. What am I looking for?
Matt's going to chase us down a game. Two groups running into our semi-finals for A grade women's. If you guys want to look along, we've got on the screen there, we've got Rose, Lisa, Emily, and Sierra, who'll be headed to Indy, and Jess from Melbourne, Esther, Rocket, and Kim, who will be headed to Cactus Canyon. Feels like a bit of a hat theme, to be honest. Both really fun games. I've really enjoyed playing Cactus Canyon. I do anytime I get a chance to. It's just got some good flash, some fun shots in it as we kind of go through. Well, our playfield might be coming into focus maybe a bit there. Cactus Canyon is just so bright and shiny that the camera cannot control it. So, main game we've got up is Kim playing on Cactus Canyon. Meanwhile, yeah, Group 1 is playing on Indiana. I think we've just got a bit of a pause between player 2 and 3 there. And I will be right back with you. Our B grade finals have also wrapped, so just to keep everyone updated on that one. Stellar field of 8. Our top 3 places went to Emily Jane Smith on 19 points, Ree Coolican 17 points, and Ash Dixon on 15 points. Hey Ryan. Yep. We got 1 Cairns, 1 Townsville playing through for the finals, 1 in each group. And of course, a really great spread of players from all around. Me having a look through, we got 2 New Zealanders, some good locals, some good non-locals. And I had the update that during all of our bad weather outside, the people on the lawn managed to get hailed on. As a North Queenslander, I just assumed it was rain. So that's extra terrifying. Look, photographs say it was small hail, but to me, any hail, too much hail. You'd also have the problem that, unfortunately, as with all of these games, once you're in a tournament and once you have so many people around and all of the crowd cheering, you unfortunately can't hear much of the gameplay either. There's not a lot of sound call-outs happening that kind of make it through to you. But yeah, definitely a fun, very visually entertaining game. It's got a couple of pop-ups that kind of go where you're in gunfights with the bad guys. You've got some horseshoes. You're off like trying to raid the mine for some multi-balls. So there's a lot going on with it too. And it does feel very tongue-in-cheek approach to a Western with a lot of good heart, lightheartedness to it. They might have other modes that might be less so, but any of the ones I've caught, that's been the case. Yeah, Esther's knocking it out of the park with this one for sure. Having some fun with it. And that good bonus payout on that after that good playthrough. Group 1 look to be on their final ball of Indiana Jones, and their next game will be Roadshow. We've got Kim back up for this one. Oh, and of course the classic of, okay, these two games are going to be playing next to each other. I'd forgotten Roadshow ended up being moved and got put next to Cactus Canyon. Ryan, I'm not sure if that's the order they ended up playing in. I believe it is, so yeah. Rose with the win for that one. She's been pretty unstoppable. I've been informed that Ryan is being quite responsible with his new work. For those who don't know, we've got Oh My Cheese and Slap Fiend, who are both regular commentators of our feed up in Townsville in the chat at the moment. believe they're just investigating a bit of an issue with Cactus Canyon at the moment, which is why we've seen that break. We will just wait and inform you about any TD calls that we hear back about while they investigate what to be done. While they sort out their issues with Cactus Canyon, we do still have Sierra on the left there, playing as part of Group 1 on Roadshow. All pretty close there. Emily with the slight edge out at the moment, but they're only headed into ball 2. This has been pretty typical points-wise of pretty much any game I've seen for a ball 1 on Roadshow today. Really interesting one. I want to sit with it a bit more and work out how I feel about the aesthetic. Just a bit of an update. We are going to... Actually, Alex might be moving it for us. Looks like we're going to be redrawing Cactus Canyon, replacing it with a new one for that. I think we can't resolve that at this time. I think Alex is going to move it for us. Yeah, Roadshow definitely makes people feel some feelings. I did have it compared to humanoid Furbies earlier today. Yeah, same player order. Jumping into Spider-Man. As we can see, Kim's just stepped straight up to the plate on that one. Interested to see what strategy she takes for this. I think it was Kim who told me earlier that she's not trusting any of the ramps, and it looks like that might still be holding true for us on this particular setup of Spider-Man. Rocket up to the plate. Over on the left, we've got Lisa locked in on Roadshow. I've seen her pull some good games out on this. And this looks like it might be one of them again for her. For this week, I think we played it together yesterday as part of the Maruka Open. Yeah, she's sitting on about 97 mils. That's a big jump up from what we were just seeing before on ball one. Thanks, Dave. We'll try and entertain here.
Alex.
Rocket's got those locks lit for the Black Web multi-ball. I haven't seen many people go for that, but locking ball one and kind of keeping it moving is going to be a great approach to kind of that as she goes through. Oh, I was just about to say I don't think I've ever seen a Spider-Man post I've ever trusted a day in my life, but she had faith and it really paid off for her there. Thanks, Ryan. Yeah, you also don't get to see the fun of I'm actually sat right near the sign-in desk for the free play. I've met a lot of eager locals who are trying to buy their free play wristband off me midstream. That I've been redirecting accordingly to Dan and the crew. Rocket does know this game well. We have one up in Townsville. I believe it's chilling at the Airbnb. I think it might have once before been in her house, but don't quote me on that one. And she's jumped straight into that multi-ball there. Ball save on, so no problem. Oh, I'd say skydiving has a lot more protection for you than a good post save in a game like Spider-Man most of the time. Oh, and out that left from that attempt at a save. Back up into the safe pops there. Over on the left, we've got Lisa up for her, it'll be her third ball on Roadshow. Oh, and look, all that trust of that post is always going to come to an end, but wow, did she have a great run of calling those shots during that time. Yeah, Emma, amazing control. 20 million for her first ball. Rosie Lochinaball over on Roadshow. This will be her first time, or like her first weekend of ever playing with this machine. I know they don't have any up towards Cairns Way. It's definitely not a common one for most people.
Today at the club, and I'm going to draw them in about 10 more minutes before the last chance to ticket. Come on up now. It means an option that if you are a pin member, we will give you a $50 voucher for your partner's raffle. The easiest way to support the clubhouse forever is to get yourself a beer, get yourself a raffle ticket, and get involved in the club.
I'm hoping you all got to hear that one. Last minute chance call out for raffle tickets in the Meat Raffle. Let's sponsor our local third place group and local club and community centre. Yep, ball 3, we've got Sierra about to take her final ball. She's sitting on 39 million and we'll be doing a bit of a chase for that. Emily racked up 50 million, currently sitting in third. Rose on 74 million and Lisa on 126 million over there. Over on Spider-Man, on their redrawn game, Kim's up for her second ball. Single danger for that one, but it did save it for her. And straight into that first ball for Blackbird multi-ball. Oh, and an unfortunate tilt out right there on that drain to lose her bonus. Sierra did manage to jump up to 61 million, on that final ball and is going to take third. Group 1's final game was intended to be Spider-Man, which Group 2 is currently playing. So we're probably going to just see a bit of a delay before they get to theirs, unless the decision is to redraw it. Most of the time it wouldn't be. But that might not be the case. So we'll see what happens. A quicker ball for Rocket that time, but definitely not bad. That might switch to vibe cam of the room, maybe. Yeah, just confirmed. Group 1 is going to wait out for Group 2 to finish their Spider-Man, as suspected. Got a good audience all around for this one, and some secret back rooms. Always nice to see how the sausage gets made behind the scenes. Just trapping it. The backhand of the Doc Ock has definitely been probably the most popular approach this tournament. Oh, that was a good double flip save. much shallower for that one. Oh, and again, a bit of an unfortunate tilt out. These games are definitely set nice and tight. And are requiring a lot of precision and not forced to kind of be making those shots. Yep. As we saw before. That trust, that lock in. We got a black suit multi-ball for Rocket. Straight off that first shot. And straight into a jackpot. You got pretty small jackpots to start with in this particular multi-ball, but definitely not worth nothing. It can be quite tempting to keep going. I think we can confirm that Matt's sponsored the local bowls club and bought himself a meat raffle ticket, I believe.
No, it's just
Oh. Oh, Ben Piercy's given him the best number of the batch. And we've seen Rocket again trusting that post and seeing it pay off. Oh, and I can see bit too rough of an angle for volley, I think, for that one. I'm trying to work out, there's a potential that when I very confidently earlier said the B grade was finished, I didn't realize they did a sub-finals for B grade. So apologies for that. They have continued to play. They have the field of Ree Coolican, I think I'm saying her name wrong, Emily Jane Smith, Ash Dixon, and Kerry McAloney, who have continued playing, and you can see Kerry up to the plate for her final game for volley. They're currently sitting tied 10 apiece for Ree and Emily Jane. Kerry on 8 points after the first 2 games, and Ash on 4 points. So we'll cut back to them when we know more. And Esther's trusted the post, got the ball back up, and unfortunately it's gone out that right out lane. But not after we didn't see a jump up of points, so that's been great for her.
Okay. I'll make sure stuff goes up here. That'd have to be ball 3 by now, wouldn't it?
Yeah, this is ball 3. We got Jess. Yeah, Jess will be the final player of this ball 3. Following which they're going to move to Starship Troopers, which will be a and a good bounce back on that one with her flipper ready to go and catch the ball. Some great flipper control there from Jess for those shots. Okay. Didn't tilt out. Bonus is going to be great for that one, I think, hopefully, for her sake. And excellent chase from her, from last up to a 24 million points to take second for this one. So just to recap, that is the first of 3 games for this group. They're going to chuck their standings in, and we're going to take you hopefully over to Starship Troopers. In classic luck of we have an entire room of games, so of course 2 games are playing next to each other. Alex does appear to be doing a bit of repairs on volley. Kerry was in the process of playing her final game. So final game of that grouping for B grade finals to determine the top 4. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have control of our chat. I will see if I can pull it up on my phone instead and chuck it in for you, Tilt Champ. Are you after the match play link for A grade or B grade? Hopefully that one from Matt should work for you now, if you're interested in seeing the A grade. Yeah, awesome. Matt's just trying to get your camera switched over, and then we'll pin that one next. Oh, meet tray time. Momentary pause for us, so you guys don't hear that mic. Okay, I've stolen a mouse and hopefully pinned that correctly. Let me know if that one didn't work.
So I'm just going to turn this down and ex-Bowls Club president up here, and he is going to pick him up for me. So we're going to do a little extra round of power because we have had such a feedback on it. So let's go. Kevin, can you please come up to the bar? Alrighty, so the first meat trade ticket is going to be going to, let's go, Purple D57. And he's been as ever winner. Well done, he's from Big Pack, he's Travis and Clayton people. And let's go to the next one. Let's go for number 2. Big Boom Dog, go right into the bottom. Get right down there, turn around. We will meat trade ticket. 571 go. Alright, we have got Dino, Green C04, and since this was such a well-supported meat trade, probably last one to go here, we're going to do an extra one. So this one's for a $50 voucher on the bar. Make hands, Purple B1. Make hands, Purple B1. And we'll see you again tomorrow for another renowned meat trade in the clubhouse. America.
Room cam on our left, we've got Kerry. We've just had a bit of a flipper rebuild. I believe she'll be getting a compensation ball. We just had a bit of a flipper failure. This is the, I now believe, final game for this round for the top 4 in the B grade finals. And while they do that, I believe we'll cut to game 2 of A grade shortly. And then on our right, we've got Rosie smashing it out. Group 1's final game is running on Spider-Man. They were just waiting for Group 2 to finish that one up to hop on. After the first 2 games, Rose is currently leading in points, but it is a close one. Crew, Rose is on 8 points, Lisa 7, Emily Cosson 4, Sierra on 3. And it looks like Group 2 went to their 3rd game just while they waited for the flipper rebuild to happen. So we saw just then that was Jess playing on Skyjump.
Some birthday cake available for the guy who'd like to participate in Let's Light Up 40-year-old birthday cake. Jump on in, guys.
That looks like Kerry's finished up her ball. We're waiting. They'll do a comparison of them all and find out our final results for B Division.
Excuse me, Alex. Punch it in there, mate. Get it done.
Yeah, Starship Troopers is the next last game.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'll park your single down on that, so.
do you want to jump on board?
Yeah, why not?
Play a ball game?
Oh, yeah, does the person playing weren't on?
Now that B Division's volley is finished, Matt's going to grab the main streaming rig, park it up on Starship Troopers, just so we can catch that final game of Group 2 with a bit of a higher resolution. Luckily, Skyjump, great game. Nice and clear, both relatively for the playfield, but definitely for the scoring. And that's going to be Jess with 29,070 on Skyjump. You've got Kim playing hers now. Look, she looks disappointed with herself there, but I'm actually not sure that that post save could have happened without causing a bit more damage. But it's always heartbreaking to see it look like it could have succeeded. And that final ball finishing 24,670 for Kim. Jess was 29,000. Always the thing with these single player classics, sometimes it feels like it'll take so much longer when just one person's standing there playing their ball, rotating, but they can be such quick plays that it kind of just flies by. Esther up for that one now. An excellent save by Esther there. And that's the last for that one, and they're going to be walking over to start up Starship Troopers now. That was another win to Rocket. Second place to Jess. Third place to Kim. And a last place to Esther for that one. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We are watching the BPAC Class of 2025 Australian Women's Championship. We are at semi-finals for A grade. We are following Group 2, and this will be their final game of the semi-finals. They've already played out on Spider-Man and Skyjump, and they'll be jumping onto Starship Troopers now. All our players at the moment have now been playing for about 7 hours straight through, and Group 1 is also finishing up their final game over. Group 1's finishing up their final game over on Spider-Man. Over in the background, we can kind of see Lisa Conroy playing her ball at the moment behind the scenes. Starship Troopers, real interesting game. Sega. So one of those classic ones where you can play with up to 6 players. You can see sort of there on the right, we have a double flipper situation. Unlike a lot of other games, those have separate buttons to activate those flippers. You've got your little red rocket there, as well as your main flipper. As you kind of like navigate through the game. So if you're not used to it, definitely a bit of a mind bender as you watch it headed towards one of the flippers. But if you've got the trick down, it can be amazing just to be able to leverage those better options with those angles and speed. Those bounce backs can definitely be brutal. And we've got Jess stepping up now for ball 2. Maruka Bowls Club this evening, packed to the gills. We have, over in one of the other rooms, we do have a, check in on Matt as he runs across. We do have the classics going to be in play finals as we go on. Women's champs obviously happening here. Our typical arcade room is packed for some good free play, and we've got a amazing crowd of locals and community members and family and friends who've all shown up, and our can confirm all our previously outdoor pinball and arcade games that were suffering from the rain have now been relocated inside to be dried off following that hailstorm. So it's definitely a buzzing venue, great place to be, and I'm sure the noise over my microphone in the background probably often reflects that, so sorry for that, crew. That was a danger for that one, but it was a save by Kim. I don't think I've seen anyone pull a tilt on this yet, but I haven't seen a lot of games play on it, so I'm not actually sure how much movement you can kind of get. Obviously that was more than a light bump just then to kind of make it happen. But she doesn't seem to have had anything wrong come out of that since. And she looks pretty happy with that particular shot, potentially. So. Just confirming, following Group 1 finalising their Spider-Man game. The first on that one went to Lisa Conroy for 12 points. Second place, Rose Burgess for overall with 9 points. Emily and Sierra are tied on 6 points, and unfortunately that does take both of them out of the finals at this time. Of course, pinball is not over. I know for a fact Emily Cosson is racing over to start in her Classics finals, and we've got a big weekend ahead for both of them. Can't wait to see what they're both up to tomorrow for Masters. Meanwhile, over in our B grade, that was finishing up. Their exciting times have continued, and there was a tie that has required a playoff. Emily, Jane Smith, Kerry have both ended up on 15 points at the end of that last round. And have gone in a playoff for first place. That is happening at the moment on King Kong.
Thank you, players. Today here for the Classics Finals.
Amazing work by Esther on that one. Now sitting at 47 million. All four ladies headed on to their final ball of their final game in the semi-finals matchup. Okay, and heard it firsthand here, folks. Kerry has taken that playoff victory to take first in the B grade Australian Women's Championship. Rocket with a third ball multi-ball in play, making some good shots. And unfortunate double drain. This game's ball save does not play around. The second that light turns off, you are done. You are dusted. If it is in the process of draining, you have no leeway time on that one. So if you're getting it stuck in the trough just as it goes down, you aren't going to be a happy chappy. I certainly wasn't the first time I discovered it. So hurry up, maid. And a good save back through her inland there.
Jason Lynch, if you are in the venue, please report to the classics area. Jason Lynch, thank you.
Yeah, and it's a rough one for Kim on that one. Definitely tried for the save. And that's real hard for her. And that will be Esther through as, I believe, final player on this one. And that's her with the plunge out victory win. And we're going to see where this comes to, because I believe and whilst incredibly close, that one's not going to need a tiebreaker in the end, which we're watching definitely to have happen. From those 3 games, Rocket is finishing on 13 points, Esther on 8 points, Jess on 7, and Kim on 5. And we are going to go into finals with Rose, Esther, Lisa, and Rocket. What a widespread crew we have, and they will be jumping up first on timeline. Okay, what a fun mix. So we've got Rose down from Cairns. I believe this will be her first BPAC Women's Championships, which I've been saying quite confidently, so if I'm wrong, very funny. We've got Esther and Lisa visiting us. We had a conversation before with Lisa about whether or not New Zealanders find it offensive if we call them honorary Australians or not, but she seems keen to be one and all a part of us, and it's always great to see her travelling over. And Rocket, based in Townsville. And first up, they're going to be on timeline. Further ahead of us, following this game, we've got an amazing Labyrinth from Barrels of Fun, and then wrapping out the set of our different age games will be Volley to see happen. I'm going to cast my mind back. If I remember, I believe Esther came second at last year's Australian Women's Championship, and Rocket fourth. So great to see them both in the top 4 again this year. And brutal, but equally brutal to both of them on that one from the outset. If you've not gotten to play a timeline before, oh, I wish I could hear what Lisa was saying at the moment, because I'll have to ask her later. We'll jump her on stream. Yeah, turn it up a bit. Let's see if we can, now it's a bit quieter in their room, maybe we try and chuck their mic on.
Just like Jeannie. Just like Jeannie. Just like Jeannie.
Oh, and you do get a timeout on those top flippers too. Always scary the first time you see it happen as you launch in. I know the first time I did it, I was trying to work out how I'd possibly tilt it. Lisa definitely made a good use of her time in that upper left. That nice straight through shot, and that's what you want to do. Hit that right plunge, like right flipper, straight up, back to the start, plunge it out, hit as many of those drop targets as you can in your time, and repeat. There's a lot of other things going on. You've got some good targets you could be aiming for and building other bonuses, but if in doubt, that often feels sometimes like the safer of the options available to you on this one. Just a bit shallow. Just there. Good save. There she can. Timing that just right for those catches back in. She's just trying to get that clean shot through back up the top. Just luckily catching some point scoring shots as she goes around there. So not quite what she's going for, but she's keeping it moving and keeping it alive. So it's never a bad day when that's going. bonus targets. Drop targets on the left. And unfortunately, I get punished with that out lane bounce.
What do we do after that?
So yeah, we're on our second ball for this one. For Lisa. And a rough bounce that you can tell she's not happy with on that one. But there's not a lot of adjustments you can sometimes do in this. Esther not looking super happy with the feeds she's getting on that, but she got that first drop target set down. And yeah, headed straight down for that center as she went. But again, great bonus, great set of points for it. She's sitting on 225,000 as the crew head into their third ball. Rosie locked in, meaning business. Oh. Ah. Yeah, real. Thank you. Yeah, thanks.
I did it again.
And that's that clean shot through from Lisa that the other players have been searching for, and it's been a bit hard to find.
Just like Jeannie. Best player in the house.
Unfortunately, just slightly missing those drop targets up there, and timeout. And let's see if she can get back up there.
Somebody get that!
No, unlucky and falling just a little short of Esther. on 225. That is a well-deserved little happy dance. Just kind of showing that masterful work for that.
You're gonna do that? You're gonna do that. I love it.
And some great scores, especially after her last game on Starship Troopers, which was also a thumbs out victory. Okay, I believe the team are chucking in their points for this one. The move will be for their second game on Labyrinth, is what's next up for them. And this is all part of the BPAC Class of 2025 Australian Women's Championship Finals. So we are in the grand finals for this amazing group of women. And I think we're going to yell across the room and see if we can get this rig swapped over. Oh, Dr. John doing the work as a freelancer, doing some video rig movement for us. We'll drop you back into it shortly.
It's all good. You play as you're ready.
Labyrinth. Such a beautiful game, so quick, occasionally so punishing. So Esther's played her first ball, and now we have Lisa up to the machine. And delightfully, cleaning it to a bright, beautiful sparkle so that we can all make out the playfield on stream. Unofficial bonus points for that one. Drop through for your worm skill shot. Definitely one of the safer skill shots that you can get in this game with a nice safe feed to kind of help you jump in. It's a bit of nudge up for a game I've already seen give out her a danger. But doesn't seem to have punished her again for it yet, so. Trap up. Give it a moment. Okay. Get through. With a lot of these for modern games, if you're not managing to hit a switch, it will still know you've launched the ball and not giving it back to you, unlike some of the classics where they might give you a bit of a sympathy one. I know I managed to score 0 points on Electra 2 plunges in a row so it's not going to be a common thing, especially with our new games. Yeah, I'd say it's definitely not a common one. You're going to have to fulfill some pretty, I guess, niche edge cases on that one. And a quick playthrough for Ripper as well on that ball. Oh, and unfortunately, luckily ball save was still inactive. But Rose followed that up with finding the right outlane as well. For 3:21 for her 2:45 with Esther back up for ball 2. And taking that whim skill shot. Wow. Okay. That's something. Rocket's power too strong. Full reboot of Labyrinth in action on stream. Grand finals. Yeah, can someone... We're going to try and find out what's happening with that. And we are going to get back to you. Thanks, Brad. That is something. Okay, Jimmy Nails is headed over now. We're going to check what the game state is as it comes back on. And they will do some reviews and make some calls.
Going to leave it off for a sec. Just while we go and retrieve the scores. Yeah. Leave it on. Leave it on. There they are. There they are. Lisa's just gone in the blue. Lisa just went to the blue. So, just so you know what
to try and save the ball from rolling it. They call it a slemo or something, correct? No, there's another word for their call, I think.
Yeah, I've sent it to David now. Look at it. Well, one's the ball first.
is it going to give her points?
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, it's giving them points. Right? That's what we wanted not to happen.
I don't think it'll tilt and do it.
Okay, crew. Luckily, this all happened on stream. And we've been able to provide some good, accurate detail about what actually happened, and it's been handed over to the TDs, and they're going to go over now to progress that further.
Yeah, I had it under control.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was in the tilt until I played, that's all.
Yeah, that's why I hold the seat and then tilt.
Ah, that's you. Just take too long.
Yucky. John. Yeah.
So, lunge?
No. I'll kill ya.
See, stop giving me a tilt one is ready. Why? Basically, with my king. I don't know. It won't tilt until you plunge the ball.
Say it.
It won't tilt.
Why don't we take the glass off, lift up the playfield and kind of... Is there only 3 guys called? Yeah, let's get the door shut
Yep.
and get the machine up.
Yep.
And also, if they don't land, if they're not on 0, it's not an emergency because we can just subtract the score.
Sausage.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Just validate the playfield somehow.
Can you...
Yep.
But you have the door open. The door's closed
Yeah,
now.
door
So
Yeah,
lift
but
it
I
up.
hold, no, but I hold my finger on the
What?
interlock.
Watch. I'll give him
Oh, that's a lock button.
30,000.
Yeah, no, but you just have
You
the
just,
advanced lock.
you just advance the lock
Just
for a player.
advanced lock. We should have been literally
Oh,
any
different
other
one.
switch on the playfield.
Yeah.
Just
Let me just see if it
Yeah.
tilts now. Why not? Just want to see if it tilts now anyway.
Hold the interlock.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to. Don't hold the interlock. That's what's doing it. Because the door's open, it won't tilt.
Okay, crew, so just a bit of an update. They're going to take a couple of minutes. What we've had is we've gone back,
Okay, yes.
found everyone's most up-to-date scores as that happened. Just confirming that in this circumstance, Esther and Lisa had finished playing their ball 2s each. Rocket was mid-ball 2 when that full restarts happened, and Rose is yet to play her ball 2. TD decision has been that they are starting on the same game, setting it up as a 4-player, and then to preserve as much game state as possible. Hang on, mild update. As they set up that game, they are going to arrange that because which ball you play does matter in this game for skill shots and for other purposes. They will set it so that we'll be picking back up off with Rocket's second ball and play through from there. And we have their scores recorded to be added at the end. All of which you will see more about shortly.
I still think I'm going to validate the playfield with anything but that shot. We'll just do a sling. Now try. Yep. Wait. Yep. And... Yeah. Two. Play one. Fall down. Yep. Oh, you got the thing out? Yes. Right. Oh, shut up. Right. Go for it. I'd pull it. There you go. A lot of points for a sling, yeah.
Yeah, 37 to 80. Any significance?
Bowen, there's a lot of points for a sling.
Do something, Bowen.
Good. So how far are we going? Not playing?
Play it two.
One more.
You play 3, correct? Yep.
Go.
Grab the ball.
One more.
Hey Nat, I'm going to give you a recap of our rules and formats final. I'm just confirming some things for this update.
Just flip this up. Right. Good. Good. Right. Stop tilting.
We good? Good. Yes, hold on.
Oh, sweet. That's the...
And we're back. So these scores are going to look a little low. They are not going to be fully accurate. It did require some back-end manipulation for that as we go, but we are watching Esther now step up for her third and final ball of this. In the back end, we do have the scores state as it was when that happened. Matt's going to work to chuck that up on the screen so you guys can see a bit about what that was. As we kind of I feel like we're all avidly watching this game, and I feel like maybe I don't jump straight into explaining. Maybe we do that while we move across in a second. And oh, that's a ball save for Esther. Safe through on, unfortunately, a drain out that same out lane again, which is, you definitely feel gutted to ever get to see it come through. Lisa up for the third and final ball, and just confirming the difference. There's the potential that they might offset these 7,460 points that they've been given. We'll leave that to the TDs and the techs who are avidly watching on. Yeah, no, if you haven't seen this before, Labyrinth is a truly beautiful game out by Barrels of Fun. Really leans into the movie. Matt's going to approximate our scores down in the bottom left, but final declaration of points will, of course, as always, come from our TDs on this one, who are supervising the game currently. Straight into that block. And it certainly shoots out with a vengeance. good movement to that game. I hope that gets it where it's going. And unfortunately, that horseshoe's sitting it straight down that center. Now, we're going to have them do the math, and we will wait maybe for them to input their final scores into match play to confirm that one for you.
Can I grab your hand? So, we have the clear winner is Rocket, right?
Oh, yeah. Three, yeah.
Yeah, so it's...
Now, Alex and Tammy have been watching this, and they have the scores that were recorded prior to the game restarting. As we can kind of see at the bottom part of that playfield, they're just going to confirm those for us. And we will shortly see that reflected.
What about... I'm just trying to figure out...
Player 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so
1931.
1931.
330.
330 plus.
6.
Sorry. 623. 420. Yep.
Just here for the rig, mate.
Yep. Sweet. We're going to volley next.
That's right. That's going to be right.
So it's 1931.
931 330 plus.
Yep. 623.
623.
320. 420. Sorry.
420. Oh, there we go. 2554.
And what's...
And then-
yeah, so... it'll be...
No, she was 3, 4 something.
Yeah, so it'll be
One,
Rocket,
two.
player 2, player 4, player 1. Are you able to put
4
those
in a row.
results in? Yep. Yeah, so are you able to suggest results?
I don't have the,
Are you able to suggest results while I'm in the rig? So it'll be 3, 2, 4, 1.
Danny, Lisa,
Lisa,
Rose. Oh, juicy, all tied up. Woo!
Okay, folks, it's in match play. Our final results are in. And the outcome of that was for Labyrinth. All in. Rocket took the win on that one and will take 5 points for the pleasure. Followed closely by Lisa taking 3 points. Rose took 2 points for coming third. And Esther got a point for fourth. Now we are all tied up very close here. As part of this, we are playing 3 game match play round for the grand finals. Scoring for each of these games is 5, 3, 2, 1. Higher scores, of course, going to the higher places. And this is our final game, which will be played out single player in a 5-ball game of volley. So a real test of your pin skills on this one. Accuracy and patience are real key. At the moment, heading into this final one, as you can see on the screen, 3-player tie on. Amazing. This is the pinnacle of anyone's game in play. We have Esther, Lisa, and Rocket all on 6 points headed into this final game. Rose on 4 points. With the way our scoring works, of first player taking 2 more points than their following player, it's a really open field and could even see a tiebreaker for first happen, depending how the game goes. Now, unfortunately, Rocket has tilted. game does end your gameplay. And she finishes her final game on 57,450 and has run out of the building because she actually had a dinner reservation that she made long before realizing the Women's Championships would take well over 8 hours to play out, or that she would still be in it. She should have backed herself, and so she's headed to dinner, and I think we will have to message her what the results are while she sips her glass of wine. So if you don't see her in the next photo that follows, that's why. Oh, I think that's you, Lana? Sorry? You should hear my microphone, but probably you might not hear much stream sound just because of the noise in the room. So, Esther up. Rocket score to beat, 57,450. And as we've seen, you've got to be pretty careful here for any of your nudges that you want to do to kind of course correct. It was a good save from what looked like an inevitable centre drain.
Ah, you were supposed to go down.
Esther's struggling to get it a bit further over there, and going to hope that rollover. Yeah, she's still. Yeah, the good news is for her, that's her having overtaken Rocket. So Rocket having left the building will now no longer affect if we do get a tiebreak. That puts Esther currently in the lead, with two of our players having played their game. We've got Lisa up next, and then Rose will be doing a bit of a chase. So I think I mentioned it earlier, but if you've just joined us, this is our BPAC Class of 2025 Australian Women's Championship Grand Finals. We are playing what will be the second last game of this. We have Rosie up after. These players have been started qualifying over 8 hours ago now. Many of whom were playing for a few hours before that too in other tournaments, and that's been a bad bounce for Lisa, who's not super understandably upset with it. But she's got through that special shot up the top and bounce it back around the second time. Oh, she's going to be working on, most likely, trying to get it back up to that zone of safety. It's easier said than done on that front. There's a lot of possible bounces, but that in-lane worked a treat for her. Absolutely great. Down, that's enough. Sitting on 54,040. She's currently chasing the lead, which is Esther, on 64,640. And unfortunately, that falls ever so slightly short. But an amazing game and an amazing day by Lisa today, finishing on 60,270. Really close, really close. And we've got Rose up to the plate. Tight pass back for that first ball, and unfortunately follows it up. Good save there, but unfortunately an amazing save on that one. Getting it back up the top. Let it sit in the pops. That's special lit if she can get it over. Oh, I feel stressed just watching this happen, as is always the way. And 31,000. She's got this final ball, I believe. And it's gone to the right out lane. But again, incredible play. Incredible work. And from this one, I believe That is Esther, Lisa, Rocket, and Rose. And that will be on that note. Let's watch it all get nice and official in our match play any second now. And there it is. Esther is going to be our BPAC Class of 2025 Australian Women's Champion. And hopefully we'll be able to get some crew over. Scroll around. We'll check if we're going to manage to do. Okay, crew, thank you all so much for joining us. Just confirming, we aren't going to do our award ceremony now. Back in the morning ahead of Brisbane Masters, we will reward that. All of our players will be back raring to go, and we hope to see you here. I think our biggest field of Brisbane Masters participants ever, as with this being our biggest field of Australian Women's Championship. And just confirming, that is a first place to Esther, second to Lisa, third place to Rocket, and fourth to Rose.
Replay's on.
Well, that concludes the stream for today, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you had a good old look, and we will catch up with you tomorrow if we actually make it out alive. Anyway, pleasure, guys. Talk soon.